Hello, son. Where have you been?
Playing with Millhouse.
No, you haven't. You've been out gallivanting around with that floozy of a bigger brother.
En matière de crédit, je fais quoi?
Tu réponds. Avec VMA, tu peux juste répondre aux messages textes pour qu'il vérifie la transaction. On va faire un suivi avec toi après.
Ah ouais? VMA fait ça. Merci.
C'est ça qu'on a?
J'ai pas de cola.
Mais la sécurité entre vos mains, c'est l'effet BMO. Découvrez les possibilités grâce à la crème régénératrice Neutrogena correcteur de l'huile express et à notre plus forte concentration de lithium. Vous pouvez atténuer l'apparence des
It supports your body weight and adds to durability of the mattress for many years of pregnancy. The natural organic latex is an extremely durable layer and creates ultra comfortable bounce back support to keep your spine in an optimal natural sleeping position. Kyrofoam mattresses are suitable for people who want a stiff mattress or if they want a softer mattress because it fits the contour of your body and offers support where you need the most. Our specialized layer of lumbar support provides an additional 20% of companion support in the central third of the mattress. Gel-infused memory foam helps to keep your body cool and relaxed during sleep, while the temperature-sensitive foam adjusts to your body's natural shifting patterns. The hand-stitch removable cover wraps together all the different layers of Kyrofoam into a modern-looking, comfortable mattress. When doing your research, you notice that Kyrofoam makes all the major tools required for a perfect mattress, which will give you a better sleep and, in turn, improve your quality of life.
I have everything but you. I'm joined by Grammy Award-winning writer, music historian, and York University professor Rob Dolman, music publicist and social media personality Eric Alper, SiriusXM radio host Drew Kahn, and noted music historian, writer, and TV producer Doug Thompson. Music services, both legal and illegal, give us millions of songs at our fingertips. We pretty much have access to every song ever recorded. Rob, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's both. I mean, I love the fact that I want to hear Camp Meeting Jubilee by the Male Quartet on Little Wonder Records from 1916 sounds like. I could go right to YouTube and dial that mother up. And some maniacs uploaded the thing. We have the greatest library of recorded music available to us at our fingertips. And at the same time, I'm reading an article about EDM. You want to hear about, Skepta? You want to know about what's going on in terms of the grime, hip hop scene in England? Bam! It's there. Anything you don't know about, you can hit in seconds. Love it.
Okay, so you love it. Eric, what's your feeling?
I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to streaming services. No, I'm only kidding. I feel sorry for the current generation of music lovers who don't know what it's like to sit there in front of a stereo, pushing play and record, waiting for the DJ to stop talking. That's what I grew up on, because when I grew up around music and being a music fan, you never had a choice really with what you could listen to, except if you owned it, except if you literally got on the subway, walked down to the record store, put down your hard-earned money, bought it, came home, unwrapped it, and then put it on, and then maybe pick up the phone with the cord and call somebody and say, come on over and listen to this with me. There's no choice. You had to, if you wanted to wait for a Duran Duran video or listen to a song, you had to wait till the number one spot on the countdown. And so those gatekeepers kind of did a lot of work reading through all of the music. The fact that every song possible, 35, 40 million of them, are now available on your phone, on your computer. You can take it with you. It's a remarkable time in history for somebody like me who grew up buying a cassette single for $3.99 with one song on it that you could take it with you, but you couldn't tape it. And if you wanted to tape over it, you have to stick a little piece of Scotch tape over the whole of it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Coconut.
The mattress's BioFoam core is highly resilient. It supports your body weight and adds to the durability of the mattress for many years of restful sleep. The natural organic latex is an extremely durable layer and creates ultra comfortable bounce back support to keep your spine in an optimal natural sleeping position. Kyrofoam mattresses are suitable for people who want a stiff mattress or if they want a softer mattress because it fits the contours of your body and offers support where you need it the most. Our specialized layer of lumbar support provides an additional 20% of conforming support in the center third of the mattress. The gel-infused memory foam helps keep your body cool and relaxed during sleep, while the temperature-sensitive foam adjusts to your body's natural shape and curves. The hand-stitched removable cover wraps together all the different layers of Kyrofoam into a modern-looking, comfortable mattress. When doing your research, you notice that Kyrofoam hits all the major points required for a perfect mattress, which will give you a better sleep and in turn improve your quality of life.
I have everything but you. Okay, and now I just want to pick up on that with you, Drew. Now, it sounds like, though, what you're saying, Eric, is that there's a bit of a story that goes along with the music. Have we lost the story that goes along with the music we're listening to?
There's a narrative built into the playlist that these streaming softwares have. And, you know, getting back to the library, the records that we used to have in our collection are still there, right? It's in this library. The education that's provided through the playlist and through the music that you have, you're gaining experience and knowledge through the music and the history that's provided in these playlists. So you're not losing anything, you're gaining so much.
I wanted to say that to Eric, actually, in some ways. I got to agree with Drew here. We still do have gatekeepers. They're playlist creators, for example. They're people who upload in their particular channel on YouTube. They've now become a gatekeeper, but it's more democratic, because I can be a gatekeeper, you can be a gatekeeper.
He can't be a
anybody can-
gatekeeper. I've seen his record.
Well, he might not be a good gatekeeper, but he could be one, as opposed to having to have some radio station hire you to be the gatekeeper, and in fact, probably they're not even the gatekeeper, instead of some consultant from LA was programming everybody. In some ways, we've really opened up the possibilities of who can be gatekeepers and how many different channels of gatekeeping can there be. And that's kind of cool in a lot of ways.
Sure. Now, Doug, do you agree with this idea that there's more freedom now?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, any song, well, almost any song. I'm sure not everything is up there. They can't possibly have hit everything yet. But for me, the best part is I'm a huge fan of the music itself, not necessarily the singing. I love to hear the actual rhythm tracks. And you can get that now. Somehow, most of them have somehow ended up there in the cloud. How they got up there, where they got them from the studio, who knows? But you can actually hear, like I've got, 20 different sessions of Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys, how it evolved into what it was, because it was done in sections, right? All of that's out there now to hear.
Well, that's easy how they got it.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that stuff's been going on in the bootleg world forever, right?
They robbed Rob's home, and then they put it through the back door. But that's an interesting point, though. You know, when you're an artist, and back in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, where you had actual control over the releasing of the music, before the box sets became so popular by collectors, and before partly all of this mystery of the creating of the songs are now available to people more and more through these streaming sites, through YouTube, through Spotify, or whatever it is, or that there are official releases on various box sets. So it comes out to that, talking about the gatekeepers could also be the bands itself and the artists and the record labels saying, this is what you are only allowed to listen to. Blonde on Blonde. Here's the only official tracks on there. Now, these people, these gatekeepers, these collectors, could put up something and have you experience music and think about these albums that you know like the back of your hand in a whole different light.
There's two things to that, right? One thing is, again, it's democratizing. Some of us, myself, for example, I've had these outtakes forever because some of us have known how to get them, how to work for them, and have been able to look at the creative process of Good Vibrations or lots of other things. Now, because of YouTube, people uploading that stuff, all that, quote, gray area material, bootleg material, is democratically available, and you don't have some scumbag charging $50